Alright folks, after we shot this doe, we drag her up here. This we're going to do a field dressing. Alright, that's some things that you really need for field dressing. A really good knife. I'm using a buck knife. Really big solid blade, curved, good for skinning. You also need a sharp knife, so always have some kind of sharpening device. This is like $4.99 at Walmart, but it does the job. Has a ceramic and coarse part, so make sure it's sharp. This is one of those sharpening tool for dummies, because you don't have to know the angles or anything. You just kind of run it through, and you have a high quality knife. Just a couple of swipes will do it. Next thing, I always have a good pair of gloves. What I do is I also bring these disposable paper gowns, and they'll cover my entire body. Then I'll use gloves, and it'll keep me clean. So we're gonna go ahead start getting. First thing we're gonna do is I open a chest cavity. Oh, gotcha. It looks like she scraped herself before, a long time ago, probably on the fence, jumping the fence. They scraped themselves as fawns, and they usually have wounds here. So first thing I do is find the end of the sternum, kind of pinch the skin, and what I do is just cut the skin first, all the way up. And now, since I have some of this suspicious looking skin, which is a scar from previous injury, I'm going to cut that out. And always try to cut skin from the inside out. Do not cut on the hair, because what happens is you cut the hair and you have twice as many hair floating around. So next, why don't you come closer? You come closer. So next we're going to go down and slowly just open the skin, pull on it, and stay away from the belly. Keep going. Usually if it's a buck, you want to cut the reproductive organs off because of the smell. So I'm going to cut this out, again cutting from the inside out. What I like to do is separate a little bit of skin so it doesn't fold on the inside of my cavity. If it folds, it'll ruin some of this not so great meat. The next thing, you always want to have the deer kind of slanting down, head up. So now, that's a sternum, that's end of the sternum. You can see the soft part, so where belly starts. So go in there, make a little stab. Alright. And just try to slowly open the cavity. There you go, we're inside the cavity now. I know that because I can visualize the bowel. Inside the cavity, you see the softer part of the sternum. And see, you just pull up and lightly just follow. There you go. Have your hand, push the bowel away. Gotta be careful here, there's a bladder, which you'll probably be able to see. There you go. So let's see if we can. There you go. That's what a good knife will do for you. It'll cut right through the ribs. Right through them. Alright, so it looks like I made a good clean shot like I thought. All the damage is in the chest cavity. So this, you want to zoom in? This here is called diaphragm. It's a wall between chest cavity and abdominal cavity. What you do is you just kind of follow it along. You want to cut it, but you'll have to separate that. There you go. It'll go all the way around. The next thing is, all right, so you want to go as high in the cavity as possible. Grab the breathing tube, grab the trachea and esophagus, and it's more important to grab the esophagus because food particles can be in there and they can contaminate your meat. So what you want to do is grab it and get esophagus out of there. Alright, so we're going to go in there and do a little dissection around it. There you go. Cut it. Now we got a good hold of it, and we're just gonna pull. Since we did a very good dissection of our diaphragm, we're gonna just continue it, finish it. There you go, there's gonna be a lot of blood in here, folks. Alright. There's more diaphragm. Yep, that's all the diaphragm. Alright, so that's all free. Alright. Now next thing is how to take care of a anal opening. So what I do is I kind of start here. There are devices and things that people use. This is how I do it. I know it helped me. And you just go wide. Hold the skin and go wide. This is the way you can just do it as clean as possible. You're gonna stay away from the actual anus. Alright, cut down by the tail. See, your knife is still clean. You haven't been in the anus, you haven't contaminated. What you do is dissect around it while pulling what's called counter traction. So pulling the opposite way, and there are certain muscles that are attached to the anus. And you can cut those off. Once you do, you'll be able to kind of pull it free and toggle it. There you go. And then we're gonna go back and I'm gonna try to just yank it out. I'm gonna separate this peritoneal attachment. There's some ligaments in the back. There you go. This is all blunt dissection. There you go. So open it, and look at that.
It's done.
The anus fell out, and it's as clean as it gets.